What's up guys, Matt and Boris here for another Tech Corner video, and this week we're going to be announcing
Well, we're going to be talking about retrofit products and the smart home and how this kind of really is the future of the smart home, at least in our opinion. So pretty much what a retrofit product is, if you don't know, it's basically a product that you can just put on top of something else. So instead of having to completely replace it, you just put it on top and you're ready to go. So the cool thing about the smart home is there's so much cool things about it, right? We've talked about it, it's convenient, it's comfortable, it makes your just life so much easier and so much more, better. But the thing is, it's expensive, right? And on top of that, people often overlook the installation process. So like getting people to come in, maybe you have to like put things through the walls or hire people. There's a lot of work into it, and on top of that, you don't know if these products are gonna work together. So that's kind of the issue with the smart home, and that's maybe why it's growing pretty rapidly, but it's maybe why you don't see it in every single home right now. So the solution would be to turn what you have currently, those dumb products, into smart products. This is not really a new concept. Forever you've been able to, with an HDMI port, like adapt it with a Roku or something like that, and bam, it's smart and it connects to Netflix and has way more functionality, right? So that's basically the concept of retrofitting. Another great thing is it gives you the flexibility to choose the products that you want and then just make them smarter later, which is great. And then you don't have to make them all smarter, you can just make what you want smarter. So there's lots of benefits, and we're gonna take a look into that right now.
replacing things is always time consuming, right? So you have multiple things you got to look at if you're going to replace something, especially in a home. The first one is it's time consuming, as Matt was mentioning. Installation, people always overlook that installation takes a really long time, especially if you're going to put wires through your house. You have to consider that you're going to have to rearrange all your furniture, probably take it out, drill holes, and that's just going to take a really long time. So unless you're rebuilding your house, remodeling, or building a new one, trust me, it's just going to take a really long time. The other thing is it's costly, right? As Matt was also mentioning, to get, first of all, the tech itself, okay, it's expensive, especially integrative tech like that. The second thing is the installers, they're going to charge you absorbent amount of fees just to install it. It's going to cost probably even more just to get it installed than sometimes the tech itself. And the third thing is it's wasteful. Okay, so if you're going to take out things out of your home and remodel them and put new things in, by you wasting those products or doing it that way, you're contributing to that, whether you want to or not, whether it's a big deal for you or not. That's just the truth.
Yeah, so it makes sense. So that's why replacing all your products for smart ones, there's just so many downsides to it, right? So that's where really the retrofit products come into play. For one, it's simple. You don't have to completely rebuild your home, as you were mentioning, or throw out a whole bunch of products. All you have to do is get a simple add-on device, throw it on top, or maybe attach it, and bam, your older product is now a smarter product, which is great. It's also very simple. There's usually less installation because you could do it yourself. You're not going through wiring or anything like that. Usually it just attaches to it or you throw it on top. So that's pretty great. For example, I think we've probably mentioned this before. We love this company, like the SwitchMate. Instead of having to take out your entire lighting fixture, you just throw this thing on top of your current light switch, and then bam, it gets the functionality of a maybe a Philips Hue or something like that, right? Other than the crazy lights. On top of that, you could also really consider these retrofit products to give you more style, it's stylish. Instead of having to pick, maybe the Nest, maybe you don't like how that looks, or any of these smart products, you can simply just buy whatever you like and then make it smart later. So you really get, control over your home in an even bigger way. You get to decide how it looks and you get to decide what functionality it has, which is super cool. This is a really big thing for window shades, which definitely gives a lot of the vibe to your home, right? So instead of having to pick ones that are already motorized, you could motorize it after. And then finally, like Boris mentioned, normal products are wasteful, right? With retrofit products, it's a lot more environmentally friendly. So there's no need to throw these products out. You don't have to throw out an entire fridge or an entire stove. You're simply using your old stove and making it more functional. So you basically get to upgrade your older products and, really save Mother Nature, which is definitely pretty nice.
You know what, guys? We're actually going to throw you some product recommendations because, let's be honest, you can ask us in the comments anyway. So might as well get that out there. Basically, well, first of all, Matt stole one of my product recommendations, but that's okay. I'll give a more robust overview with more info because Matt can be kind of vague at times. The first one I'm going to recommend though is Amazon Echo. So we're going to have a whole episode on Amazon Echo. We get asked a lot of questions regarding Amazon Echo. So we're going to have, but just to give you like kind of like here's a snapshot. It's basically like a voice command, do-it-yourself product. It contributes, it integrates with a lot of different other smart systems, which is basically its main draw right now. There's competitors like Google, Apple, etc. that are coming into the same market with the voice command stuff. But right now, Amazon Echo has allowed so much integration with everybody else. So you can feel confident that that could be like one of your focal points of your home. And it's obviously retrofit because you didn't have voice command. It just didn't exist. Yeah. So, it's a new thing and it's not like robust or anything like that. The second thing I'm going to recommend, which Matt already kind of touched upon, killing my vibe over here. The second thing I'm going to recommend is the SmartMate, which basically is...
SwitchMate.
See? See, you threw me off so bad. No, you know what? I recommend the SmartMate. It's my own product. You guys should buy it. But basically, it's the easiest device. It's the easiest tech device to integrate, right? It's just like plug it in, it works, you're done. Very simple, very easy. So if you guys wanted to have like a low cost solution and look into something that's smart tech, I would start with that just to see kind of how this technology is working, and you can go from there.
Yeah, it makes it. It's like, and it's also just low cost and low effort. Like
that's what it is.
So easy, right? So my recommendations, I definitely do love both those products, but I'm gonna just mention some other ones. There's the TP-Link smart Wi-Fi plug, and basically almost any smart plug. I think these are really cool because it's almost like the ultimate retrofit smart home product. You could use one of these things, plug them in, and then basically anything you plug into it is now connected to your phone. So you could do lights, you could do, I don't know what else you would want to do really other than lights, but like maybe stereo systems or TVs. You could do all these things and connect it with your phone, set schedules. Basically anything you plug into that, like maybe even turning on your computer at a specific time or turning it off at a specific time, like anything you want to do, you can make it smart with a smart plug. And then the other thing I want to talk about, I believe it's pretty new, is the Ring doorbell. So basically, you could take this little Ring doorbell and put it on top of your previous doorbell, which is nice because it'll use the wiring from your home to power it, or you could just actually have it attached near your doorbell or remove the other one and put it there, and it'll use a battery. So with this, you'll be able to have a smart doorbell just like that. Not a lot of wiring involved at all, which is pretty great. And then it also comes with the Pro one with the video. So I think that's pretty cool. And then other than that, there's quite a few other products out there. There's like the Rooster smart battery, which you could put into a thermostat to make it smart. Pretty much any sensor. The really cool ones that I like are from Notion. You just stick them onto anything and all of a sudden you could be monitoring your water usage or whatever you want to be doing, doors opening. Sensors are definitely super retrofit. So yeah, there's quite a few things out there, and it's definitely the best way to break into the smart home, like the smart home life, I suppose, and definitely feel it out before you make really intense investments or have to like remodel your entire home. So I think it makes it a lot more accessible.
Yeah, and if you guys want us to have like a whole episode on retrofit product recommendations, let us know in the comments below, and that's something we'll definitely consider and give you like a top 20 or something like that going into 2017, 2018 that we recommend. And with that being said, that's the end of the Tech Corner episode. I'm sorry, but you're gonna have to wait until next week. But you should subscribe down below and check out Facebook down below because we're going to be producing a hell of a lot of good content. See you next week, guys. Thank you so much.